Our Shalom, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah, HaKodash. A double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yakim bringing out this word, in diligence and in truth. Hey, I just want to start this video out with this video here from TikTok, man. Hey, because it's clearly why Yahweh Shai, tells us, hey, that judgment must first begin at the house of Israel, man. And also why, hey, the 2/3 are allotted for the destruction because they deserve it, right? And this is a kid I'm showing, but at the same time, hey, for everybody in this video, the children and the niggas, the older niggas recording him, they all get a kick out of this, right? So this just shows you the state, hey, that Israel is in. So I'm gonna let some of it play. And there it is, man. Right? So that's enough to play. Let's hop into the precepts. Hey, because Jake is through. Right? The scriptures tell us this, matter of fact. Let's grab it out of the book of 2 Judges 5 and 8. Right? It says, "And there shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters." Right? And that's exactly if this place continued for another 10, 12 years, hey, that little nigga would be more of a menace, man. Hey, just murdering, killing. It's like, it would be murdering, stealing, fighting. Just another generation of 2/3, right? Hey, and that's why even the scriptures tell you, matter of fact, this is coming from the book of Ezekiel 9. Right, but I have this 2 Judges 5 and 8 here in front of me with the G and T. Right, 2 Judges 5 and 8 says, "The earth will break open in many places and begin sprouting out flames. Wild animals will leave the fields and forest. At their monthly periods, women will bear monsters." And that's what that little niglet is. He's a monster, man. Hey, and he's stuck on social media and the not understanding the real consequences of his actions, man. And neither does he care, because he told you, yeah, I did it again. And it also shows that his parents, whoever they are, whether he had, more than likely, you don't have his father in his home, and it's his mother, and she can't control him. She more than likely pushed the father away, and she can't whoop him because he don't care, right? And then he wants to be a thug, right? So here it is. And that pattern is just going to continue. The further and further, this society, continues. And that's what Esau loves. He loves little nigglets like that, man. He'll put a little niglet like that in the limelight, give him some fame, give him social media, and pedestalize him, to defile the minds of the rest of them. This is Ezekiel 9 and 4. It says, "And the Lord said unto the midst of him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry, for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city, and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. Right? There's another scripture right here, just coming from the book of 1 Peter 4:17, and it reads, "For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?" Right? So, when judgment starts going out into the 2/3, man, it's not going to be any tears from us, man. It's not going to be any tears. Because Jake deserves it. Little nigglets like that have to be, offed, man. They have to be purged, ultimately burned, so those impurities, be burned out of them, and they come back in the kingdom as perfect Israelites, man. Right? This Job 4:7, it says, "Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off?" Right? Through reincarnation, this is the same spirit of a nigga that was back up on the earth. He's just now born into a spirit is just now put into a new body. Right? But this is the same 2/3 nigga, man. Right? It says, "Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same." Here it is. He's boasting about the fact that he stabbed 2 teachers. Right? And you got the little nigglets around him co-signing it. And he's not even the worst. You have worse little niggas like that. Right? What's funny, because, when we look at the account of Elisha, right? And it spoke about the kids who were taunting him, saying, bald head, bald head. And Elisha, matter of fact, let's get that account, right? Right, because the Lord showed forth judgment upon children, man. And it was good. This is 2 Kings 2. I'm going to start here at 19. "And the men of the city said unto Elisha, Behold, I pray thee, this situation of the city is pleasant, as my Lord seeth, but the water is not, and the ground barren. And he said, Bring me a new curse, and put salt therein. And they brought it to him. And he went forth unto the spring of the waters, and cast the salt in there, and said, Thus saith Yahweh, I have healed these waters. There shall not be from thence any more death or barren land. So the waters were healed unto this day, according to the saying of Elisha, which he spake. And he went up from thence unto Bethel. And as he was going up by the way, there came forth little children out of the city, and mocked him, and said unto him, Go up, thou bald head, go up, thou bald head. So here it is, these little kids, these children, it's like not kids, but these children had, no respect for the prophets, and no respect unto an elder, right? And this is ancient times, man. So these were just little nigglets. So what did the Lord do? Let's continue to read. And he turned back and looked on them and cursed them in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And they were more likely, especially being little nigga children, man. They were more likely throwing rocks at them or spitting on them, talking a bunch of shit, right? It says, and he turned back. Because you got to extrapolate. Understand the scriptures are living, man. And it's about our people. If a little nigga has no problem, stabbing up his teacher and chasing her with scissors, how much more would they treat the prophets, man? Right? The scripture says, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou which killest the prophets. Jake wasn't only persecuted by the adults, but the children as well. Right? It says, Go up, thou bald head, go up, thou bald head. And he turned back and looked on them and cursed them in the name of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the wood, and tear 42 children of them. And he went from thence to Mount Carmel, and from thence he returned to Samaria. So judgment, is going to befall upon these little nigglets and their parents. And it's going to be righteous judgment, because it's coming ultimately from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, right? And we just read in Job, no one perished being innocent. We read in Ezekiel 9:4, right? Old and young, maids and little children, and women. 1 Peter 4:17, for judgment must first begin at the house of Israel. So I also want to grab this out of the book of Isaiah, because this shows you how just demented as a nation, we've become. Right? There's Isaiah 1:3, the ox slacking 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth. For Yahweh hath spoken, and I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know, right? My people did not consider. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone again backward. Why should you be stricken any more? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. Right? Jake is just in a completely dead state, man. And that's for the elders, that's for the middle-aged, and that's for the children, man. They're all done. Right? So what is the Lord going to do? He's going to bring forth judgment unto the house of Israel, man. Right? And it's going to be without remedy. It's going to be pure perfection in judgment. Right? But just watching that video, it pisses you off, man. Especially, growing up, hey, you were once a child that respected your elders. I grew up in a time where it was respect all around, man. And you treated your grandma and grandpa, your mom, your father, aunties and uncles as if they were your mom and dad, man. It wasn't no cussing around adults when I was growing up. Hey, when things need to be done, you say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. You looked adults in their eye when they were speaking unto you, especially hitting no teacher. That wasn't even a part of the question. Hey, I grew up in a generation, if somebody was talking crazy to a teacher, hey, the kids in the classroom or the children in the classroom would beat that dude ass. But, hey, this shows you, weaker. Hey, as the scriptures say, things have gotten weaker in age in the book of 2nd Esdras. And not only that, but Jake has gotten worse. This is the worst we've been as a nation, man. So, Salakia, gotta do this. Zechariah 13, gotta close out with this. Zechariah 13:8, and it reads, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh Bashim Shai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai is my power. So 2/3 are going to be cut off, get judged. 1/3 is going to be saved, along with the elect, the 144,000, 12,000 out of each of the 12 tribes. And that's pretty much the point, man. The Lord in this lesson was edifying us to the body. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Harakah HaKodash. A double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to Yakim bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.